Well, howdy. How's it going, T-Rex? How's it going? It has been a long time. Let's get these shellfish real quick, shall we? Oh, there's also another regular shiny Noibat over there, I see. Cool, cool. Legion, how we doing? Oh god. Okay. Okay. Still actually feeling kind of rough down, but I suppose I could be much worse. What are you doing? What are we all doing? Shalpa Pikachu, yo, let's go. It's a beautiful mod. Nice Trebuch. We got the Kakuna. Don't you even consider it, Power. I'll tell about the picture-in-picture, because it's been wonky lately, apparently. Bro, that whole time, I was expecting 2 shelves there. 10 minutes down, just touch. I had it up while I had the Xbox hooked up earlier. Is that a skill issue? Well, hi. Hi. Skill issue is indeed lurking. Yeah, YouTube's been kind of iffy on that. Hi. How you doing, Rosie? How you doing? It shouldn't any... I don't think it does now. That's really weird. I mean, she pretty sure she's home. It might be the vacation home. You know, who knows, but... Oh, you know she's gonna dodge it. She for real said if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Not there. Right there for a second. What are we taking out of the team? I think we'll take the Weeping Bell. And the Victory Bell. Probably the Slowbro, honestly. 138. $632. Right there. That doesn't sound... Why does that seem wrong? It's not. I just can't math. I couldn't math back here. That looks better. 141, 140. What is happening here? Dynamo happened. Got it. Fixed. We're good. Okay. I was like, why do those two boxes look so different? Because I can't math. Last Novas. No, I'm kidding. Bro, you're not going to eat anytime soon. You just woke up? Oh my god, Rosie. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. But Expedition 33 Geo. Yo. Is so large. Shiny Ruin Moo. I mean, yeah. No, I think that was deserved. The dash... Little dash, the hyphen indicates a cutoff. You know, I mean, it... First, he would actually attend an English class. English is hard. English is hard. Yep. That was weird. That was a weird interaction that happened there. So you are Fwog. Imagine being EP but also wide awake. Let's go. Dude, I'm just waiting to see. I'm waiting to see the Shroud crash out, because homie is going to crash out. And it's going to be legendary. Because Shroud's been on this big campaign for like a month, talking about how Arc Raiders is Game of the Year over Expedition 33. Arc Raiders isn't even nominated. In fact, I don't think it got nominated for anything. Exactly. It wasn't nominated in any category. The crash out that he is about to go on is going to be legendary, and I'm here for it. It's going to be funny. Dude, I mean, it has to, right? It's the most nominated game of all time. It shattered records. Wait, let's see what, Geo. What do we want to see in VC? You okay? Hey, how you doing? How'd your stream go? How did your stream go? Rosie, no. You're just gonna eat and very eepy? Back. Receive eep. Take your eeps then. We'll see you in about 5 minutes when you give up. I plan to. If I'm off that day, we are 100% doing a watch party for Game of the Year. Or for Game Awards. I don't think I'm going to bust out the theater for it, though. We're just going to hop in general. We're just going to hop in the general with that one. That way we can be open for discussion. I don't know if we can do the whole thing. So far, so good. So far, so good. We're just getting started out, but... Ooh. Doing our best to forget the fact that I've been very sick for like 3 days. It's hard telling, man. I mean, it's something we could talk about. Something we could talk about. Since I'm wanting to try to do something with it anyway. I've seen a lot of people saying it's going to go to Death Stranding just because Kojima. And I'm just like, I don't think it will. You have any idea how excited I just was for it to be you and not the big guy? Do you have any idea? Oh no. Actually, I walked into that. Is it fight night? Yeah, I think it's fight night. Let's get the fight going. Let's get the fight on. Get the fight on. Is Talon a Woobat? Talon, are you a Woobat right now? I mean, I like a Woobat. Dude, Fight Night was on in that last Rivals match, because what was that? Very unfortunate how it ended too, because like that was such a good match. Why did it have to end in toxicity? Like, man, that was the only thing that upset me with that match. Was that they had to try to be toxic in the chat at the end. Yeah. Actually quite rude of it. Callan, how's it going? How's it going? It was such a good fight. Like, it was even, it felt fairly evenly matched for a hot minute. And like tilt system kicked in, it wasn't anymore. And then like their tank just, the guy that swapped tank but started Panther. That literally could not stop anything as Panther. The homie did a lot of mouth and fur. How little he did with Black Panther. The scars are bottom me. Darkness and harmony. My voice without the light. This is what it sounds like. How you doing, Brittany? It's been so long. It's been so long. "84 years. Although I think, like, I feel like Facebook knows something's up, even though I haven't even got it scheduled in the server yet. Because the number of reels that I've gotten in the last couple days on Facebook talking about, or that have referenced Rose being the villain in Titanic is crazy. It's like they keep forgetting her name altogether, and they're just like, Oh yeah, you know, that woman who's the villain in Titanic. I'm like, huh? I will gamble on just a second, Rosie. First, we gotta check the Garbodor. Also, we had a crazy start. Just before I think you actually made it in, Rosie. Literally, like, right before you made it in. $11.18. Shalfa Noivern. Shalfa Kakuna. Shalfa Salamence. Also, these were from 2 days ago, but we got a couple spritzies. The spritzies I caught off stream. There was another one I caught off stream, actually. Because I was afraid the Switch was going to try to crash on me again. Couple. We also got the Ampharos today. Look at this beautiful little creature. And it's jolly. Also, while we're going for the spritzies, we got a Weepin' Bell. I think we got a Victory Bell. And actually, we had I think we have a spare Shalfa Weepin' Bell somewhere, too. Let me check that real quick, but I think I have a spare. I do. There's an extra Shalfa Weepin' Bell. I wound up with 3 of them. But also, launcher. That is wild, Rosie. A Camrawfish, yeah. Also, I think I got this off stream too. I don't remember if I showed it though. Got Flog's Nightmares. You know, because trying to let the AFK run, we definitely had a day in there that my Switch crashed. Came in the door from work to come up, try to come in to check on it, and lost everything. Only 30? I need to get rid of these birds. Salamence, obliterate those birds. Hey, Pwog, what's the top of the sign there? What is that on top of the sign? Mean. I did nothing. Am I resetting like half a zone 19 by flying to 8? How far is that reaching? It's like I knew it was getting the Garbodor. but like that didn't surprise me. It's pretty close to Zone 8. Like that half for like 19 is not. I want the camera up. We're gonna race Camerupt and Garbodor, see which one shines first. Imagine losing the ability to breathe out of your nose. No, I hope it gets better. We, as a collective, are all sick. We're all sick. Yeah, that's more than 50 meters. That's also more than 50. Weird. It indeed was. The Elemonkeys and Spritzy? I mean, if you're using the bench, I don't think the bench reaches the Elemonkeys. I could be wrong, but I don't think it does. Oh, Lord, Rosie. I will hear the chime through the wall, right? Up through the building there? I feel like it will. Okay. Oh yeah, I mean, if I can hear the Garbodor, I should be able to hear the Sparkle. Yeah, there we go. If I could check that without running all the way around, increase my checks. Wow, wow, roulette. You even resetting? Deserved. That's a deserved boom. I don't think that reset. Yeah, I don't think the camera up's resetting. I guess. Oh no, it is. It is. I just happened to roll 3 straight level 40 female camera ups. You're benching? Where's Brittany? I see Brittany. Easiest, quickest one to locate. You need sleep? Probably. Oh. Yeah, no, that's a lot of no sleeps. There's a lot of no sleeps. Oh, thank you to whoever just dropped that sub. Oh my god. I don't think I have Brittany. It's definitely, I think, resetting 19 as well. Ah, I didn't get a chance to thank that one. Or it rolled back off. Oh, wow. Wow, wow. You're basically vaporizing it. I mean, deserved. Lurking a bit. Bet. Appreciate your tell. Have yourself some good lurks. You know what, Rosie? You gotta join us on the Garbodor hunt. You gotta join us on the Garbodor hunt. Community trash hunt. Ooh. Fuzzy blankets. What all do you still have to do to get charm? I'm sorry, we're doing what, Brittany? We're doing what? That is a wild typo. Rosie would do it though. And Worthos, how's it going? No. Oh, I'm sure somebody has Vanillite. I mean, it do be just looking like an ice cream. I'm telling you, that this current job market might actually be the worst it's ever been. I mean, Rosie just hit the zone. Hit the zone. You know which zone. You've been here when as I've helped point that zone out. It's actually this one right here. I actually have the zone. Wild. Hit this zone over here. Like, what were the odds that I actually had it this time? Yeah, nope, that one happens quite a bit. They need people, but they don't want to get people. Right over by 9 and 10, Rosie. You have it? There you go. Hit it. Hit it with something that can land one-shots. You'll get your battles done super quick. Hit a bench. Hit a bench, make it night. If it's not there, do it again. And please stop infecting Rosie, Rosie, please stop infecting Brittany's phone. We're giving everyone's phones the itis. Yeah, I would just bench reset until you have it. Yo, Dorian. Dorian, how you doing? Doriab. Doriab. What? I'm asking. I'm gonna ask, who is Doriab? There you go, Rosie. Now, hey, Rosie. Rosie, is that any way to greet the Dorian? Is that any way to greet Dorian? What are we doing? What is wrong with you? Better launch the Rosie. How about that? Play launch the skill issue. What a wonderful game. No, I don't. Then again, do you think you could take a Lucario in a fight if you just started trying to aura farm? Do you think that would be an advantage or a disadvantage? Two hours off of hitting 300. It's absolutely mad, Talon. That fast travel is resetting 19. Lucario is short. I could throw him. Now, you know, it is real. Lucario is rather short. And how short is Lucario? Like 136. How did I know that? 3'11". Strange times when Lucario's taller than Rosie. Talon! Talon, get out of my head! I think we could agree that was at the same time. Hey, new day unlocked. New day, who this? It's a new day, yes it is. Man, I miss peak New Day, man. New Day before Big E got hurt. They were so good. Just run the battles in your sleep. That seems like a play. Sure you can. If you try hard enough, you can do anything. Which is probably exactly why you can't do it. Indeed. I didn't get to take a look at it yet, Fiend. But I'm about certain that I'm going to. You've got phenomenal taste in music. While also sleeping. I wonder why, Rosie. Being dropping hundreds on us. Why have you been awake since 10 a.m. Sunday? Yeah, no, actually, how? Because for your numbers to have not taken a hit, that has to have meant that you scanned the right stuff. I used to be able to consider those rookie numbers, Talon. Honestly, anymore, that's impressive. Yes, Geo. Yes, you did. We got ourselves a little white horse. We named it Pickle. Turtle cult. Turtle cult is why. Yeah, you know, Geo, I wonder who could have done that. Wonder who could have named a white horse Pickle. Yeah, no, lend me some energy, Rosie, because I've had none for like 3 days. I mean, what else was you supposed to call him? You had other options. You chose Pickle. You know what, Rosie? If that is actively lending energy, I will take it. If that's an energy bomb, we will take it. I could go for some couch. Little couch. Fuzzy blank with a fuzzy blankie. Brittany was close. I couldn't resist Pickle. You know, Geo, sometimes the jokes write themselves. We can confirm that Geo couldn't resist Pickle. Well, Rosie, our blankie now. Also, wow, wait. Callie's laying on it. You are home. You are at home. No. No, Geo, that's not how that works. It's not at all how that works. Yeah, fuzzy blankie. That's a towel. Why is there a towel in here? Didn't find blankie, but we did find towel. If you really think about it, you could have went with Brittany. But you didn't. You went with Pickle. No worries, Talon, no worries. You're cold. Why are you wearing shorts? Rosie, it's like negative 85 outside. Why are you wearing shorts? No, you weren't. Your confession has been immortalized in the stream highlights. You heard her, Gio. Rosie, why are you just now getting food at 11:30? Why are you like this? Cereal. It's been 84 years. Oh god. That's not what I wanted to grab at all. Why was it like a pixel? Yeah, ask Rosie how long it's been since she last decided to eat. Sandile? Yo, Teacup, how we doing? Well, you know what, Rosie? You can eat and get food at the same time. Call that eat. Code. We changed it over to Toad. I changed it from Play Rosie to Play Toad. Although maybe we should have left it as Play Rosie.
My little soda pop.
Give her yet another way to play herself. You know, Rosie, I wonder why Toad might be so loud.
Yeah.
Good old LA Knight. Another Shalpa Machop. Well, guys, great news. That line's done. We have enough Shalpas to cover that entire line. Also, why are we on an absolute tear tonight with green shalfas? Machop. Salamence. Noivern. It was a bat, but it became a Vern. Kakuna. Don't scare me, I'm hugged. You know, it's just green Shalpa night, I guess. I'm blue, if I was green, I would die. If I was green, I would... I know we're not gonna go. We're not gonna make it quite as long as I would like. What, Brittany? Brittany, are you okay? Brittany, you're scaring us. But I'm pretty sure one of those isn't real. Geo, we've been over this. Ohio's not real. Toilets aren't real. Oh no. Yes. We just do. Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow I'm off to see the wizard. Oh, I was a ruined. You've been there. Fortunately, some of us are from there. And there is no escape. Escape is only temporary. You end up back. You end up right back. Oh. Oh, if you had any idea how many times I've said that exact sentence. No escape. Then how did I get to Tennessee? Like 2 times, not even twice. Hang on. Is it 4 times in my life I've lived there? Four separate occasions? Bro, quit putting my Garbodor in a battle zone, man. You know, Clefairy's technically a green shiny. Okay, but what if we want to go to Huntrix? What do? What do? We need answers. I don't need sleep. I need answers. Rosie, when asked when the last time she was allowed to eat was. Bet. Acquire food then. You just said you need food. I also need food, but I can't. I don't think I don't think I'd keep it in. You know, at this point, I don't know if that says Rosie or if it says acquire food. Do you, Rosie? Do you? We've seen your messages. All of them. It does say eat. English typo and a bit of Spanish. You don't. When have you paid attention in Spanish enough to learn Spanish? You know what? Say something in Spanish right now. No, what? That's on me. We set the bar too low. We set the bar too low. Man, I hope tomorrow I can keep foods down. I spent all day thinking about Taco Bell, knowing that I can't have Taco Bell. Geo, because I wouldn't be able to keep it. I wouldn't be able to keep it down right now. Can't seem to keep anything down. So the solution has been do not eat. Yeah. We could have Fog Maker Taco, but then then she's going right back to her vacation home. That's not very nice, Rosie. What did Fog do? Bacon. But taco isn't bacon. The most delicious eggs and bacon. I wouldn't even actually cover me for Taco Bell because I don't even get tacos at Taco Bell. I can't even think of when the last time I actually got a taco was at Taco Bell. Unless you count the cheesy gordita crunch as a taco. But even then, that'd be about 10 years. Or close to it. Yeah. Wouldn't be the last time I had Taco Bell, just the last time I had a taco from Taco Bell. Get like a... Should I get like a super overloaded quesadilla? Then get some of the... Or get a couple of the chili cheese burritos that I've doctored up. And deserved. Good old Cinnabon Delights. I mean, if you're going to Taco Bell, you gotta get the Cinnabon Delights. And some nacho fries. Which is part of what I add to the burrito and the quesadilla. That's good stuff. That's good stuff, Brittany. Yo, T-Rex, welcome back. Cook to yourself. Let's go. You don't like the Cinnabon? But Gio. But Gio. Oh my god, Brittany, same. I could at least do that. Actually, I wouldn't even be a one day. I would probably do that in one sitting. I'd probably regret it later because that's a lot. Brother, what Taco Bell are you going to that doesn't know how to make a Cinnabon Delight? Hold up. What do you mean it tastes like a grease ball? Yeah, clearly that one can't. That... God. I'm sorry. Everybody in that particular Taco Bell's getting hands if they mess up my Cinnabon Delights like that. Everybody. See, there's reasons why I avoid McDonald's at this point. Like, the McDonald's closest to my house can't even figure out how to make a double hamburger. No matter what time of day it is. You know, like, my grandma is not a big, or doesn't really do cheese. For some reason, she just doesn't like cheese on her burger. So she just gets a double hamburger. Without fail. When we go to get it, we end up with just hamburger. There's never a second patty. No, like, I did not realize it was that hard to count to 2, but... Yo, Haunter. Alright, it's like that's kind of what she does. It's like, it'll typically end up being like double hamburger, pickle only. Gio, I apologize in advance for your horse. And yet somehow, every time, it's been a single hamburger. See, I can't give up on the Taco Bell. I can't give up on the Taco Bell. Now, if I want hamburgers, I'm gonna make them at home at this point. I'll make some pretty mean burgers. 4. 4 Haunter. Granted, some of those were from AFK earlier in the day, but like 3 of those. We got him a chop. Trying to do this. The other 3 were all from earlier in the day, trying to AFK a Fennekin. But we got Noibat, Salamence, and Kakuna. Kakuna Rattata. Means no worries. You reset the bench on the roof right outside of the entrance to 18 where the Fennekin is. You just rest on that bench. It's not? I have 2 of them from doing that. You mean it's not in the not in the range? Yeah. If you fly to 18, Joe, you go all the way through, go past the Lopunny. I have an alpha on the top right now. I think. No, it was the Lopunny I was hearing. And you just use this bench right here. Bam. Bam, I don't know what T-Rex was either. Like, I've gotten... I showcased the 2 Fennekin I've gotten from it when he said that. Already gotten 2 Fennekins from the bench. Ordered the macro? Ooh. Honestly, I don't even know at this point what I would use it for. I feel like most of the ones that you can get from flying I've already got. Oh, but yeah, no, it's in range. That... I wouldn't say that's pulling a Rosie, that's pulling a Fwog. This Fwog has done that. You know, the Fennekin is in range for that bench. It's just a pain. I mean, I've got a ton of hours. spent just trying to get that Fennekin. To get the 2 that I've got. You waste money all the time. It's called Fortnite skins. Yeah, I think I've actively only bought skins twice. YouTube, why? Why are you like this? I really would like that Bagon that just popped up down there. Okay, yeah, no, I definitely haven't done that. That's too much. The one thing I've done, I've bought skins. No, I guess I've technically bought. I technically bought 5 skins, but 3 of them were bundled. Honestly, I feel like I probably did that in one of the older 2K games. I don't even want to think about what I've spent on Rivals so far. Because honestly, I don't even know if I have a number for what I've spent on Rivals. Actually, thinking about it, it might actually not be all that much. I do actually got to spend a little bit on Rivals this week so I can get the Season 5 pass. Rosie? All the new skins. See, I haven't bothered with trying to get every skin. I only kind of worry about getting skins for characters I run. I'm definitely going to be getting the, I'm getting that, I think it's Thieves Guild Master is what they called it. For Gambit. So I have been running Gambit. Alex, we have 4 Shalpas tonight already. 3 of them AFK'd earlier and caught, or wound up caught right at the start of stream. I didn't even know about the 3rd one. And then a Machop that we found while resetting this. Is Gambit good? Gambit is insane. Like once I have him fully figured and or fully mastered and have all of his tech down, Gambit's a really, really good healer that can also double as a dive DPS. Like, Gambit is insane. And also the number of times that somebody decided to try to be an issue in the one or in that last match we played earlier, and I dumped anti-heal on him with him. Because like Gambit's got 2 decks for one of his abilities. The sleight of hand ability. It's got 2 different buttons because it's 2 different decks. There's a heart, or the hearts for healing, and then there's Spade, which is like damage output. And if you use the use raise on it instead of bridge, it's like a fairly considerable chunk of burst damage, and then afflicts them with anti-heal. He's actually kind of insane. His ult, I'm not gonna lie, it took me a couple matches to really get the hang of the ult. But once I did have the hang of it, I started having grand old times. My main thing is I gotta quit. I've gotta quit having the slow starts with Gambit. I play on PC. Yo, how we doing, Sky? You, how we doing? That's with 250 jewels. You got to watch the Chiefs lose. I mean, it's always a great day when you get to watch the Chiefs lose, right? Couldn't be happening to a better team right now. Man, I gotta get the... yes. Yeah, it's not a lot out of them, but we do get something out of them. I mean, I don't think we're going to after this year anyways. I think Travis is done at the end of the year. I mean, he's kind of getting up there for the position. For being for when you consider that he's more of a receiving tight end. No, for real. Can you believe he almost didn't even get into the NFL? Like, that's what's mind-boggling to me, is he almost didn't even get there. Like, if not for Jason, he doesn't make it to the league. I mean, he did. Also, I don't really think Alex Smith was ever a bad quarterback. A lot of bad situations, but not really a bad QB. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I would take a QB that's really good at taking the check down over a QB that can only really get out there and read the deep pass. It's like, don't get me wrong, I want a guy that can get it out there and can go make or break when needed. But like, you know, give me a guy that's going to protect the ball. Because at the end of the day, that make or break kind of guy is going to, it's going to break more than it makes. I feel like those like make or break, launch it deep guys, you got to have receivers that are capable. You know? If your receivers aren't getting upfield and getting open, it's not going to matter how strong your arm is and how accurate you can be. Yeah, T-Rex. Was on that color guard marching band? See, I was in the saxophone section of marching band. Center Marindas. Ooh. See, I wish I could say the same. But I'm gonna be honest. Most of the color guard in in the marching band at my school were more stuck up than the cheerleaders. Like the cheerleaders were friendlier. It was insane. You see, like, we had one of those. I had, like, one, like, goth outcast, and they even wound up turning incredibly stuck up. Don't get me started on the trumpets, man. Like, there's, like, every one of our trumpets thought they were the band. At least in my last year. And, like, only one of them actually had the talent to back it up. Dude, we had a crazy scenario with our drum line. We're being honest. Because one of the guys on or in our drum line was the best receiver that we had at the school. Like, one of our drummers was the best wide receiver that we had at the school. But he wouldn't play football. Didn't want to. We tried to convince him every year to go try out for the team. He wouldn't do it. And I don't remember where, but he actually wound up a college walk-on at wide receiver. Oh, yeah, no, I bet. I bet. See, I was in a small town, but we wound up having to at one point go to an even smaller town and do their, like, basically their special little, like, Halloween parade that they did one year because their band wasn't big enough. Like, they had 11 people in their marching band. Yo, C Games, how we doing? So we had to go play their show for them. It was like the one yeah, 11. Their band was non-existent, pretty much. Bet, you got this. You got this guy. Yeah, dang it, Rosie. 8 more hours. Oh, God. No, that's a lot of hours. That's a lot of hours. Man, yeah, no, that might be why you feel sick. Give it just a little bit of time. B to C. Isn't that a backwards bump? Wouldn't that be a backwards bump? And again, I must say, like, I feel like different states do things differently, but B to C sounds backwards. I mean, we were We were Class A. Still no clue why. But we were a Class A. I only got to do 2 years of marching band, but we did get to state in one of them. It was my first year. Second year we should have, but they couldn't. I can't even remember which school it was now. Director from one of the local schools, because that's how they do the judging. It's just others or other local schools directors or other schools in the states directors. One of them apparently didn't know how to do math. Everything on his score sheet scored us a 1. But somehow, when he went to total it all up, he marked it as a 2. And that was enough to stop us from going to state. It was the last show of the year. Like, we had a whole, like, meeting after that one. Where, like, he sat down with us and told us, or was telling everyone, like, don't let that grade get, or don't let what that grade popped up get to you. That guy couldn't math. Like, he even sat down and broke it down for us how it got there. Now, you see, that was helpful here because, whatever school was, or the school hosting the event, because because you could compete in your own showcase. Although there were quite a few that didn't. It was like you couldn't place, technically. It's like you couldn't get any like prizes at your own showcase. But you could get state qualification at it. But the director for the school that you were actively at was not allowed to be a judge for that event. I'm assuming it was to stop things like that. See, our state was. Like, our state competitions were. Like, the state competition that we did was at Ohio Stadium. Yo, Pikachu. Pikachu, sorry to hear. Sorry to hear. You see, like, we did one every year. I think we're actually still doing them, too. And there's usually somewhere between, like, 25 and 30 schools that show up. Like, there's a lot of schools that up here there. Yeah, it's like we typically did them at high schools that had fields. that were on site. We didn't go to off site, or we didn't go to to any high schools that had off site. And that was just for qualifying. And then, we got state. We went to the biggest college in the state. No, we were very much boned when the year we made state. Because, we had like freezing rain through the night prior, and even a little bit coming down at the competition. And the judges were grading intonation as if there was no inclement weather. It's like, look, it's like 25 degrees. It's been raining. It's still currently raining. You can have something in tune, and 30 seconds later, it's way out of tune. It's just the nature of instruments. Pikachu, I'm not really much of a Minecraft type of person. In fact, I don't even think I have Minecraft on the computer right now. Yeah, it's like, sorry, you didn't... Your sound was off. You weren't, or your instruments weren't in tune. I wonder why. Wonder why we weren't perfectly in tune. Exactly. Exactly. Like, they should have been trying to reschedule when that weather was coming. You see, and Brittany, that's the thing. That was like, God, October? I think the end of October when we were doing it, right around Halloween. See, thankfully we were not barehanded. We had gloves that were part of our uni. Gloves were banned. No, that's wild. You know, we specifically had gloves. They weren't very thick by any sense. It's like they did nothing to keep your hands warm. But we did have them. I think they only... ruined the performance. I mean, if they're ruining the performance, you got the wrong size gloves. For real, for real. You see, I was just strictly saxophone. And I never did get to play anything else. It's like, we didn't even have that. We didn't even have super grippy gloves. Our gloves were just thin enough that you didn't have any issues with anyone losing their grip. He said they weren't thick enough to affect the grip. Because you're sleeping when you're not supposed to be sleeping? Might be a good reason. In fact, I'm almost certain somewhere around here I have a picture. I have pictures from band. I'm not entirely sure where. Wait this second. Shouldn't be too hard to find. They're framed. I also have all my like service awards and everything from it too. We had like service patches and stuff for the different bands. We had like one for pep, we had one for marching. There's one for the jazz band. They were all extracurricular. Six is crazy. I mean, four is kind of something you have to know how to do. For marimba. I just blanked so hard on what the word I was looking for was. It's not the xylophone. It's not the xylophone. It's in that realm. Wasn't the vibraphone either. Why am I blanking so hard on what the thing's called? I'm blanking so hard on what it was called. That's how long it's been. Not the marimba. Not the marimba. It's kind of like a xylophone, but it's smaller. A little bit smaller, I believe. Not the bells. Not the bells. The bells were fun, though. We used to goof off with the bells. We used to goof off with the bells all the time. Pretty close to a glockenspiel. It's not the one it's not the word I'm looking for, but it's in the same kind of realm. And it's all right there. So I can envision the thing, but I can't for the life of me get the name of it to come to mind. My brain is scrambled egg. It's just metal. Oh no, I guess it would have been bells. Okay. I was thinking about like the use of bells. I'm thinking of the bigger bells, the ones that were like freestanding. And just the bells. It was bells. I was thinking it was like some bigger, longer word, but no. That's what I was looking for. I mean, bells just are a glockenspiel. Been too long, man. Been too long. Hi, back. I'm Larry. I'm trying to play bells. See, we didn't use them in the marching. Well, or from what I can remember. Our percussion was just drums. Just snare and bass. For marching. Try not to get too crazy with it because the way they like to handle things here, once you got guitar or anything else involved, the OMEA board would no longer consider you a competition band. Because it wasn't very common for the marching bands in the area to have guitar and everything. Like, there was a couple. We had a couple high schools that had them. They would go to the showcases just to kind of add entertainment. Or say they weren't there to try to qualify or compete because, well, state standard, they weren't allowed. Oh, I got a story on that one. A fun story. We had a guy that was in band all through middle school. Didn't do concert band in high school. It was like every time you turned around, he would be he'd keep messing something up in a piece and said it was because he didn't know how to play it or play the drums and whatnot. And then we had one day, I don't remember what was going on. Director was not immediately in the room at the start. He had to go handle something. I think it was over in the choir room next door. Trying to figure out some kind of scheduling conflict or something. But, he's back there goofing off. You know, like I said, like he was Nick Cannon in Drumline. He stepped back in the room while I was in the middle of it, and he's like, "I don't ever again want to hear you try and tell me that you don't know how to play drums." He just looked at him. He's like, "Man." He looked him dead in the eyes, and he's like, "For real?" And it's like, "You just showed me you know what you're doing." So yeah, no, for real. Do not. I said it was like 8th grade year. That was his last time doing band. I do. We actually, I think it was my first year, maybe in the second year, one of the two. We actually went to a DCI competition. But yeah, yo, no way, no way. They were so good. They're so good. Oh, not the plane ticket. Yeah, Rosie, do you happen to have any tea? Oh no. Prevented you? Oh Lord. Ow. Yeah, I don't think they are now. I want to say that changed. There was... Could be misremembering. It's been a while since that show. That was... got 12 years ago? 11, 12 years ago? But I'm pretty sure that, almost certain they were there. And there were no bands there that were exclusive like that. Yeah, they were pretty... They were good. They were good. I'm blanking so hard, but it's like my entire marching band had like one particular favorite. Rosie. That might have been the one. Honestly. Out of curiosity. If this works, I'm definitely exploring it as an option later. I know it'll reset the Garbodor. But does it hit Camerupt? It does. Oh. Try to get us another 15 out here. I mean, they are just kind of tightly woven sugar molecules. That's a big Eevee. Yeah. Yeah. Man, I needed that Eevee to be a shiny. You Googled it while at work? Did you just randomly at work think about that whole conversation? I was gonna say, like, that might be the most random thing. You hit 300, absolutely nothing will happen. He's gonna be so confused. you know, valid. I would imagine that being quite confusing, but it's real. Rosie not wanting Skittles is a weird timeline. This is a really weird timeline. And Steven's messing around with the timelines again. Sorry, y'all. I just wanted to open a portal. Rosie, I feel like you could have just stopped that sentence that I don't want food. Yo, dude. It's a duders. I mean, honestly, Sim. It is getting to be a little bit of a struggle. Might have to cut off a bit sooner than planned. And I was like, I was fine. Everything started trying to kick in again. I don't even know if I'm tired. I'm just feeling rough. And that very well could be. Oh yeah. Honestly, it's probably just time for me to take the cold meds again, but I have cold flu meds. Oh, don't tempt me now. Don't tempt me now. Yeah, probably. Need just a second. I blame Marissy. Because I also can't keep anything down. This is your fault. Don't care, blaming you anyways. Blaming you anyways. Oh. Okay, Brittany. You know what? Talon, I'll get you in the next one, 'cause I might have to call this here in just a couple moments. Somehow I have a feeling there's going to be a round 2. At least a round 2. I don't want to have to keep pausing and I want to have to keep just pausing the stream to run off. Oh, Rosie, you were so lucky that Streamlabs apparently couldn't drop the YouTube emote. So I tried to get it to use. I tried to get it to drop the fish. I tried to get it to drop the fish anytime exclamation hug got or wound up in the chat, and it didn't work.
My little soda pop.
Just wild 'cause it has a way to just make. I'm still gonna try to talk with Kay and find out how she did that. 'Cause I want those whole emoji eruptions. Try to get like 2 more checks in and then we'll call it there. I think I'm gonna try and use this bench as well and see what we can do. Look like Play Toad is working. Why didn't Toad play? Rosie, that's not good. Got yous, Brittany. Got yous. I did not hear Toad. That's weird. We'll have to see. You know what? You got any big plans tomorrow, Brittany? Well, both of us have a point that we're free. We'll have to see what we can find for Pika sounds. Actual last check, then we're just gonna go to or get lined up with the benches. I mean, we had some crazy luck for no longer than what we got to roll. Oh, God. No, Rosie, absolutely not. You're pretty. I'm gonna say We're 280 and a half hours. Good lord. We actually had quite a bit of shine happening. Overall. What is that? 2 trash bags. A regular Noibat. A Shalfa Noibat that became Noivern. Shalfa Salamence. Shalfa Kakuna. A Drillbur. And a Shalfa Machop. That was a pretty good run. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get this wrapped up. Bertha Claus bring some presents under their pillow. Rosie, I think it was one of the times you fell asleep. You ended up falling asleep. Actually, I think it was this one too, wasn't it? Yeah, it was this one. Right, I kind of moved them around. You missed all of them. Yep. She's a calm Machop. Not a good Machop at all. This is our best Machop. Which is why it's right there, so I figure that's the perfect one to become a Machamp. That's why she's chat. No, fair. Rosie, you should probably seek a doctor. Alrighty. We're gonna get this wrapped. I appreciate all of you that popped in and hung out. I'm hoping tomorrow I can feel better enough to get back into our longer runs. Our longer goes at it. So huge shouts for our 3 new subs tonight. Appreciate all of you. And all of the jewels. Fiend, Alex, T-Rex. And to believe some others. It likes to hide things. Or likes to hide the jewels in fan funding, I've noticed. It's a little odd. Blame Canada. You. Psychotic, and we're just wrapping it up. We're just wrapping. And until the next one, y'all. Everyone be well. Stay safe. Bye, guys. Oh, Ash, I'm sorry.